it's the saints' safe haven. So they show up to this spot, and it's filled with a bunch of well, not a bunch of people, some people who have survived since their families have been there since the whole darkening of the world, and they've survived on blessed water and apple trees that have been growing in an orchard, but barely any of their stuff is new. It's all run down, and somehow they showed up, there had been Deva, an archangel that showed up that had made its way to the chapel at the top of the hill behind this little village, and over the last few days, all of their children had disappeared, so they noticed that there was no one below the age of 20 there. And then the lycanthropes show up outside of the protective bubble and start laying siege to this place.
Wait, hold on. So this is part of the last campaign?
Yeah, this is part of the last campaign.
Okay, I was just making sure that it was the same world, because holy shit, that sounds so different than what you've explained so far for this campaign. That's why I love D&D.
This is the dark world. So like there's a werewolf. So you haven't been here for some of the lore that I've dropped right back, but Alyssa has fought this werewolf before. In fact, she's missing her eye and arm because of this last encounter. And the werewolf shows up and lays siege to this place with a bunch of lycanthropes. And my favorite part about this whole fight was one of the Marines was gone, and he's like, I drink and he's got like, he punches things, he's got magical gauntlets. So he's like, I drink a potion of giant size, and I go toe to toe with the wereboar. And so he steps outside and like challenges the wereboar to a duel, and then he had to leave for a few weeks because of his daughter. And so I made it so that how the team fought against the lycanthropes was how his fight was going against the wereboar in the background. And so like it's like having two kaiju fighting in the background and a bunch of people brawling. And so they basically subdue this whole group of lycanthropes and retreat back into the chapel. Like, these guys are true fucking military men. And retreat back into the area. And so then they're like, we're going to go into the chapel. But first, we're going to set up they set up a blacksmith and an alchemical shop. And while they're doing that, there's a pond which they get their water that was blessed by the priest, or the saint that created the sanctuary. And the alchemist brother looks into the water and sees his human self for the first time. And then he tries to get his brother to come look in, and of course, that's when Peter comes back, the other guy comes back. He's like, no, I don't want to look. I don't want to see any of that magic. I don't want to see anything. And so they wrestle each other, and one of them Chad throws Peter into the water, experiencing humanity for the first time. Jesus, I don't know what that was. So they experience their humanity for the first time. And they realize that they're not who they think they are. And so they finish setting up shop, and then they go up to this chapel, and it looks like the Deva was changing all these people into mongrels. So he was like experimenting on the children and changing them into various different creatures of mixtures of animals and humans, like parts. And then he was creating a Bride of Frankenstein type character because he's like, in this mentally deprived state, and I can explain his backstory later if you want, but in his mentally deprived state, he reasoned that if he created a true love for the Dark Lord, then that would free them all. So he created this Bride of Frankenstein, literally scouring the countryside for the most purest and innocent souls, even stealing some from Shangri-La and making this creature. And this is where the Nat 20 thing goes in. So she was originally commanded by a ring, and one of them shows up and uses a magical spell, or doesn't use a magical spell, did. I have to find my notes, but he did something, but he rolled a nat 20 and convinced the bride to hand over the ring. And they put it on and started controlling her, then beat the shit out of this angel, like literally tripped. Like they also the druid turned into a wolf, and nat 20 tripped the fucking Deva, and he was wielding a mace that could literally one-shot them, and I missed my first attack, and then they just fucking curb stomped me. And then they, once they killed the Deva, they skinned him for his angelic skin, his bones and sinew, and like they did all they like totally cut this guy up. And then they found in the basement a rogue devil that had been making the potions for this guy, and then they made a deal with this dude to bring him to Shangri-La if they could. And then so they do that. They go down. They try to cure the kids of their like corruption, and they couldn't. So they decide that they've heard of the brewmaster of Shangri-La, so they decided they're gonna find their way to Shangri-La. So they end up finding the brewmaster's basically his outpost there. He was brewing. The dragon, as the brewmaster, was brewing some stuff in the dark world to see their effects on the potions, and he had all these guard sigils and things set up that Merida had made because she's a technist, and Merida had decided to sneak into the dark world and had gotten caught by a bunch of blight druids who had decided to find their way to Shangri-La because Jessica had not been reborn in the reincarnation cycle, and they all of a sudden triggered this cataclysm in the Dark Lord's cult that they could be freed from this place, and so they decided to try to break their way into Shangri-La. The party follows in after them, only to find this giant fucking Jameson summons this Titan boa to devour the party, and they only escape because they had held out for 12 rounds, and Agatha pops through the portal. They burned down they burned down the entire brewery, so there's only this Titan boa and this portal leading to Shangri-La, and they can't beat this Titan boa. It's already eaten one of them, and Agatha pops out, beheads the Titan boa, and the Dark Lord shows up, and they go toe to toe for another 3 rounds as the party tries to get everyone through this portal. Man, that was the most fucking chaotic 3 rounds I had ever had in my entire life. Like, I'm like trying to get them through the portal. You can't win this fight. Agatha's protecting you. And they get to the portal of Shangri-La. Go to do all the whole thing. Meet the
Oh, Bird
meet
probably got
Agatha,
dragged down
stay
to
in
the
pub.
AFK. Yeah, Bird got dragged down to the AFK.
Yeah, he's heard this. But they go and they meet the dragon, and they decide that they're gonna break into the prison where the consumer's being held. So they go down to the world between, and they get caught by the Thundercroak tribe, which is Bean's tribe, and they attack. So they run across a group of frogs attacking an amphibana, and an amphibana is a 2-headed snake, a snake with a head on each side. And instead of attacking the amphibana, my 2 infantry dudes attack the frogs, and my 2 marines are like, do the frogs look friendly? And I'm like, the frogs are looking at you, and they're not attacking you. They're focusing on keeping the snake at bay. So my 2 idiot infantry dudes attack the frogs, Lumos and his warband, and they get captured because one of the amphibana ends up attacking one of the frogs and killing him. So the prince captures them, interrogates them in front of everyone by placing them under a golden dome and having their memories displayed in front of their tribe. And then the last fight that they had, which we never returned to, was they were about to go find a Chupa cowboy, which was a cross between a chupacabra and a cowboy.
Okay.
So, and that happens right before. So where the parties, the timeline with the current party. So right before they get interrogated, and Prince Lumos brings that party back. Bean had left to Shangri-La as a messenger for a royal request, and she and Frostpaw are in Agatha's pub because whenever Bean feels like she's just put on busy work, she just goes and hangs out with Merida and Agatha and eats food and gets drunk, and they just kind of hang out until they have to go back to their to the tribe. And so then like I said before, Leo was arguing his tab, and Lillian shows up she's requesting help. Someone had stolen a cloak of her lord, which gives immortality, but when you take the cloak off, all those accumulated years pile on at once. Will usually kill the person who has it. And that was the quest starter. And Leo and his friend Paul heard this and left towards the temple district of Shangri-La, and they didn't chase after him. But instead, Venuya said, I know where they're going. I know the back way. It's probably the Devil Academy, which is where all the infernal beings of Shangri-La hang out, and everyone's trying to devise their own way to get out of this place. So the infernal beings created their own little academy where they'll accept any student so long as they sign a contract with the school. And the contract kind of incurs a little bit of immortality. If you die having signed this contract, it takes you back to the morning of that day. But you
Oz, can
everything
I
that
say something to
occurred.
Bird real quick? I need to ask permission before I do this.
God damn it.
Bird, can I invite Frost to the server?
Can you invite? Huh?
Frost is home
They-
apparently. They're not in the
I
server.
sent them an invite to the server a long time ago. Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
There's no reason they can't be in here.
All right.
If we're,
yeah.
playing in
thought
their
that they
Rust
were.
server.
No, I thought so too, but no, they're not. All right, you can continue, Oz. Sorry, I just had to make sure that was fine.
No worries. So the party decides to break in through the mausoleum and awaken an ancient evil that had been sealed away. First thing they do. Of course. I mean, this has set the tone for the whole party. But when they they get rescued by the dean of the academy, who is an archdevil.
Hello.
Not
Not y'all. Somebody in
Yeah.
chat.
And the archdevil recognizes Venuya's patronage, which she doesn't know, and sends them back into the academy. But also recognizes Bean. She doesn't say. And I give them a few options they could go around if they wanted to explore. They decide not to, so they decide to go straight to the academy. They meet Mystra Tenebra, who seems to be the head of the whole thing, and she gives a wonderful sermon on hunting down our prey and our foes, which Frostpaw loved, but Soren felt queasy about. And then they led them down into the academy, where I was gonna make this kind of like a way for Soren and Venuya
Frostpaw
to explore.
judged Thorin heavily for not enjoying that.
you remembers.
So Frost,
Uh,
it was one of those cases where in games Frostpaw will remember that popped up.
Yeah.
So they end up going down into the academy, and the first level is, of course, the student registry, which is the first level of their health, of course. But everyone has to sign, in order to go to the lower portions, they have to sign a contract. And the words of the contract, I don't have them right now, but essentially say that the end of every day will be the most potent and fulfilling that you've had. And if that is the case, if that is not the case, and you pass, you will start the day over and be able to do it as best as you can. The only thing is that when you leave the academy, you also lose your memory of all the deaths that have occurred.
Except for for some reason.
Yeah, except for Akoko, and that is a particular thing because she believed in, and what happened with her is because she believes that she was chosen by you, and that you gave her the ability.
I was
She
just
was
gonna
able to remember everything.
Scar was gonna make the pun. Chosen by chosen.
Yeah. So like, so Akoko's her unique.
Oh, Frost is in the
is
lounge.
that,
Drag him down.
Oh yeah.
Coco's uniqueness is that she's an oracle of Frostpaw, and her belief enables her to remember. But that's also her curse. So this is how her curse comes about. She's trapped in the age that she went through this process. So because she got caught in that loop, and she lived thousands of years. Like she ended up. So what happens is. They ended up separating the group, and I kept asking everyone if they were a servant, and so everyone's like, no, I'm not a servant, don't call me a servant. And then one of the imps comes up to Hakoko and says, are you a servant? And I'm a Frostpaw's servant. And of course no one says anything, so she gets taken off into this room and given this medicine, or a salve, and what it is that it's like a psychoactive salve that makes you experience the astral realm, and she pops into this room that's full of angry gingerbread men that kill her over and over so she keeps experiencing this moment over and over again until she's like, I'm just going to fight back. And like of course she's a goblin, she's gonna fight back. So she dies so many times but keeps coming back and keeps like fighting until she fights her way all the way to the battle where Frostpaw and the party's having. And this comes about because we had a couple people missing for a week, but people still wanted to do the game. So I was like, okay, we're gonna go into this lab, and they've created this salve from the Thundercroak poison, Bean's tribe, that basically makes gods have psychedelic trips. So Bean, I told her the backstory, and actually, honestly, I'm surprised. I like this is one of the things that made me love Arachne a lot, was the fact that she just like remembered the backstory, and I forgot. I completely forgot. And she's like, I would hate the fact that they experimented on my people's poison for their own gain. And I was like, oh shit, go. And so she gets mad, and everyone's getting high. Frostpaw decides to take a big slurp of the fucking salve to pour himself, and ends up fighting the Pie Holder, which is a beholder that in this realm. So they're on the level of Saphraxa, the botanist, devilkin, basically poison ivy.
I have a question.
And
How far away is this part from where they are currently?
Not super far, actually.
Okay, so I'm almost caught up. Also, by the way, hi Frost. I found you
Hello.
a secondary. I found you a secondary two-seater motorcycle. Proceeded to lose one of the one-seater motorcycles. Then Bird found a replacement one-seater motorcycle.
Yeah,
So try to keep track of when the server goes down, because I know there's like a time when it's supposed to go down to like do a regular daily maintenance thing.
It was like
You know,
12. It
It's
was.
like
me,
30 minutes to an
It was.
hour.
It was like 12
12 a.m.
a.m. It was a.m.
Okay.
It was. It was
Also,
this
Frost,
morning.
If
I
it
made,
happens
like-
again, tell me.
I
Yeah.
made like 300 explosive 5.6 rounds.
You know, those things are good, but they ruin your gun quickly.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was using it in the SKS and it's already like half busted.
Yeah. So you're
I
only
scrapped the
supposed to use
first-
that during a raid.
I scrapped the first SKS to learn how to make another one, and I made another one.
Okay. Now can we?
Change the
I would.
code.
Since the story's almost done, let's let Oz finish, and then we can go back to
Sorry,
this.
who changed the door codes?
The door
Bob
codes
did.
you said they were all 000. You changed them yesterday, and there was one that wasn't 000.
Huh.
And I
Oh.
had to change it.
For sure, changed everything, and I didn't need to do anything else. Oh well. Okay.
I would like for it to be daytime. I was sniping every guard in this compound, and all of a sudden it's fucking dark.
All right,
So you
Oz.
were-
And I don't know how many are left.
Sorry.
Oz, go
I'm
ahead.
solo raiding a compound. Anyways, Oz, go ahead.
So, this is about also the time that I bought this Adventure Time Dungeons and Dragons kit on Kickstarter by the original creators. So, I was like, what's the biggest fear that a botanist devil would have? And I was like, baked goods, because I was really high at the time.
Okay.
And so I basically made it the Candy Kingdom kind of corrupted type deal. So they end up fighting a. So what happens is Bean gets mad. She's immune to the salve a little, mostly. If she makes a will save. So she puts a bunch on her hand, goes up to Saphraxa. Saphraxa's asking, well, how was it? And Bean goes, I go to slap her. And I'm like, okay, you can only do this with a nat 20, but I'll let you try. Nat 20 slaps a devil and creates an army of gingers that they start fighting against. And a pasta angel.
You were
And it's just,
definitely
I mean,
fucking high during all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Pig.
So they end up breaking a hole in the floor and killing this thing on the way down, and landing in the Forge Devil below them, who their reason that they're below the botany is to keep it warm. Their heat goes up and keeps the jungle up there like it is. And it could have been a fight, but Frostpaw talked his way out of it. But this is also where Hot Cocoa comes back, and she tries to defend her master for calling him a pet. And she has like this little pocket knife she stole from one of the lab technicians, and she attacks Vorn, the armored devil, the Forge Devil, and pierces his armor with her faith. And he's so curious, he's not mad, and ends up giving Frostpaw a flame tooth katana that he uses to have flame powers.
Does it take longer to be daytime when there's more people on the damn server?
Nope. At least it shouldn't.
It's been night for like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Bert,
no.
you stepped away,
Oh.
and it was
Go
day.
ahead, Oz. I'm
sunrise.
sorry. I'm just agitated because I'm trying to raid this compound and I can't see.
Would you
I can
like-
give you a
Very
night vision
difficult.
goggles.
Hold on, I'll come, Bird. I'll come to you, and I'll
Don't
bring
you dare! I'm 90% of the way done. Do not come in here.
Oh, I was just gonna bring you some night
This
vision
is
goggles.
My compound, my loot.
No, I was just gonna bring you some night vision goggles. That was it.
It's almost daylight.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Oz. Loki the Frostpaw just kicked in a little bit. This is my fucking hunt.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. Someone just tried to call me and I declined it. So Frostpaw, I rewarded him through his RP, stood his ground. The Saphraxa, though, was killed. Her spirit was severed from her body, and the contract doesn't quite cover that clause, and so she was killed. First person to be kind of that way. Shook the academy a little bit, but everyone left and had 30 days of downtime, and after that downtime, everyone's kind of hanging out in the pub, doing their own thing, and that's when Frostpaw gets attacked by one of the children of the consumer, which is basically just kind of like left a residual energy given off by the consumer's prison that kind of creates these different aberrations that seek to devour everything, and it somehow made its way into Shangri-La and passed everything and was starving, and so it saw Frostpaw sleeping and was like, oh, a fledgling god. And there had been several, people that had been strangely killed.
Question: who took the vehicle?
And
Who took the truck?
I did.
Okay, you're in. Come back to base. I figured out a way for us to be all on the same team and know exactly where each and every one of us are at all times.
All right. Let me get
Okay,
more.
I think I cleared the compound.
Go continue on. Sorry, I needed to find that out. I was like, holy shit, is someone else on the server somehow?
Yeah, no worries. So they did 30 days. They fought that battle. Actually, so it was Frostpaw did his thing, and he focused on the main guy. And because every other round there was a Mega Shadow and 1d5 mini shadows that were showing up and fighting people. Had they lasted a few more rounds, Agatha would have showed up anyway. But they defeat this boss. In fact, actually, Frostpaw, I think, did more damage than I calculated, and was like, yeah, you killed it. And in the process, he gained Consume the Light, which this being tried to use it on him, because I was going to be like, okay, I'm going to take your god powers away. How are you going to react with that? And instead, he Uno card reversed me, and took it and gained that ability. And now he just
I just
used
sent you
it
a team
on the
invite.
current fight.
Oh. Yep.
Now, if you look on the map, we can see everyone. Chosen's over at the missile silo. Scar's over
Ew,
by the.
what the fuck? Since when do you call me Chosen?
Okay, Bird is over by fucking missile silo.
I'm sorry, that was I don't know why people settle into names for me, and whenever they call me a name that's not the one that they normally call me, it's a
You know,
visceral
you
reaction
do
for some
realize
reason.
that lately I've been calling you Bird, but usually,
yeah, lately you've just been calling me Bird. So
usually I call you Chosen or Onyx.
what?
Yeah, because you admit
I've just gotten used to you calling me Bird for no reason. So
Also, I got another from a box nearby. I got another solar panel, and I have built the forest base over in let's see, where is it? It's Z10, the middle of Z10, on the right next to the road.
The old one, right?
Nope, this is the new base that I just built for us.
Yeah, Z10 one.
Yep.
I already marked it.
Yep, it's built now. I just have to fix the roof. All right, continue, Oz.
Okay. Agatha shows up after they won their fight, and then Agatha's like, well, I asked if the party wanted to do anything, any side quests or anything, and they're like, no.
What was that, Oz? I think Oz might have just crashed.
Oh, okay, good. You put back my nomad suit. Thank you.
Yes. I also found Bird a radiation suit, so you'll have to make another nomad suit for her, Bird.
The nomad suit is just aesthetic. It just looks good.
This will be the final that will either free us
Hold
or
on.
end us.
Oz, stop.
Oz,
You cut
out
for
like 80% of that.
Yeah, for the 80%.
You said Agatha got back after the fight, and then you were dead silent.
Yep.
Oh, weird. Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm shooting.
Also, Frost, I tried to put the 300 explosive rounds on the minigun, and I can't, and I'm sad.
You should not be able to.
Okay. So, as the Winter Wolf sees Agatha step out of her pocket dimension, he asks, "Are we going hunting?" And Agatha responds, "This will be the final hunt that will either free us or end us all." And as Agatha leaves through the door, the wolf gets up and follows. Frostpaw huffs a little and says, "Sounds like worthy prey to me." As you step deeper into Shangri-La, a sense of ancient power hangs heavy in the air. The city hums with life, yet a quiet reverence seems to ripple through its denizens. Locals openly talk of a secret, one that lies at the heart of this mystical place. Your steps lead you to the very center of Shangri-La, where the air grows heavier, thick with the weight of untold history. And Agatha says, "In Shangri-La, the magic always brings you to where you need to go. Most people understand that concept really quickly, but are unable to control their will, so they cannot direct it beyond their own basic needs. That's why everyone makes it to the pub. We feed the city, give them respite from the horror of the reality that everyone who ends up here knows. Eternity is a long time, even in a prison as nice as this one." Dean says, looking at Merida, "I don't think of this place as a prison." Frostpaw says, "Many view this as a land of opportunity, riches, fantasy. Is it truly a prison to you?" Soren says, "If this is a prison, this is certainly a luxury cage." And Bean says, "Personally, this is certainly better than my previous one." And Frostpaw says, "I was born here. It's all I know. I have lived well, hunted well, explored many lands and met many people. What other freedoms do you seek?" And Agatha replies, "Many of us came here from other worlds, entirely different realms. The magic of Shangri-La allows all of us to live in harmony, but we will always know the truth, that we cannot go out. We can only go inward. Some of us feel the weight of eons upon our shoulders and nowhere else to go." And Frostpaw replies, "If this is a hunt, what is our prey? Where are we going?" And Soren says, "Agatha, the center of Shangri-La is not actually the center of town." Agatha stops to look at Soren. "A good eye you have, young devil, and maybe one that will guide you to where you need to go." She turns and keeps walking. "Like I said, you can only go where you need, and we need to find the ruler of the city. Unfortunately, the pub is the direct center. We are going to where the battalions of heaven train and hold guard as the last defense of our revered guardian." And to Frostpaw she says, "Our prey is the parent of the creature fought in my sanctuary. Never before has one gotten into the city, but we have lost many souls to these creatures. Our prey lies within the city of Discord, at the foot of the castle of the Dark Lord, and it is there the key to our escape be." Frostpaw does that lip curl growl that dogs do when they feel the knock. "Is it the one that sent that damned creature after me? The one that would have me be its prey?" Agatha laughs. "After you? Those creatures are after anything that has a spark in their soul." She pauses. "The closest creatures I can think of is either me or my daughter, and in the state she was in, her instincts defended her." Soren gains a pensive expression, remembering the spirit form of the Winter Wolf. "It appeared in my dreams. It spoke to me. It said it was there for me, that it wished to devour me. I told it I would not be its prey, that I would slay it. So it manifested and attacked us all." The wolf huffs indignantly. "They called me a fledgling god. Perfect meal." Agatha, "I should have seen this. Goblin devotion. Ugh." This creature is some sort of alien parasite whose parent is called the Consumer by every report. It came to devour this world, and the god that ruled this world turned it into a prison to keep it from the rest of the universe. Some of us ended here by mistake, others by fate, and others still. She looks at her own daughter. Some have known nothing else. Frostpaw says, do I then have this spark? Is that why flame comes to me so easily now when it was my weakness? What is this spark? Agatha sounds like she is starting a lecture. The 5 basic principles of energy cultivation: mind, will, soul, spirit, and vitality. When properly cultivated, they bring one's energy to extraordinary levels. If pure, they ascend to divinity. My energy is one who is wronged, so it is ghost energy. Some have animal energy or hell energy, but it is all cultivated. And she looks directly at Hakoko. Some believe so hard that they give the energy needed to perform the ascension whether they will it or not. Frostpaw. As for not why you can now play with fire as well as frost, that is something the only one true God can know. Drug controls. As you walk along the pathways, everything around you seems to shift as you focus on the conversation with Agatha. Ultimately, she leads you to a bridge with a platform, and a platform with a huge lay set of gold lane doors. Intricate designs and great art. Outside, Sir Reginald Park First the Third and his ebony royal guard stand in formation as still as the terracotta warrior as the academy forms. The doors lead us. Agatha walks past the regiment and takes 90 minutes to the rows stepping into the doorway. You find yourselves before a grand chamber, sealed by an ornate, shimmering barrier of magic. The runes etched into its surface glow faintly, a mixture of celestial gold and shadowy indigo, 2 forces intertwined. The faint echoes of a low, rumbling breath can be heard like a distant thunder rolling across the forgotten sky. The barrier yields as you approach, recognizing some force within you. Whether destiny, courage, or folly remains to be seen. Inside, the chamber is vast, carved from the bones of the earth itself. A great dragon lies curled at its heart, its immense body covered in scars that tell the story of countless battles. Iridescent black scales shimmer faintly, marred by veins of sickly green that pulse with an alien corruption. The dragon's breathing is labored, and it closed its eyes, speaking of pain endured for far too long. As you stand in awe of the being before you, an ancient voice fills the chamber, not spoken aloud, but resonating within your very souls.
Hey, Oz,
So,
question. Will I appreciate
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you telling me everything that the party has went through. I think for a player standpoint, for me, I think just the lore of the world is something that I should know. And then if there's something I want to know about the past of the party, it feels like something that I would have to ask in character. And I feel like that would be more inclusive of how something like this would actually go down, where I actually meet the party and then they talk about something that happened in the past, and and then they are like, oh yeah, this such and such happened in a short term. Like, I appreciate all this. Like, most DMs don't go through and tell you everything that the party has went through. Most of them just deal in the lore of the world and what your character is supposed to know of the world. I do appreciate it.
That's what he was doing. If that's not what you want, then that's fine. But that's why I asked him. Like, you have it all written down, right?
yeah.
But if you don't,
This is the current scenario that the party is in. Like, this is
Okay.
where this is leading up to the battle. They're fighting Agatha and the dragon.
oh, I found another hazmat suit. Hey, oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Alice, go
You
ahead.
can continue from left off.
So you have come at last, mortals. Why have you dared to tread where gods and demons fear to walk? Do you seek to heal what is broken, or claim what is mine? The dragon stirs faintly. The weight of its gaze brush against your consciousness even as its eyes remain shut. You realize the choice before you is not one to be made lightly. The dragon's very existence is tied to the fate of this world, and the poison coursing through its veins threaten to undo everything that remains. Frostpaw says, I brought you a drink, dragon, and food if you'll have it. Your injury looks grave. I have been injured before on my hunts, but rest and a good meal always helps me recover. Will you share this with me? The dragon chuckles. Agatha chants, O great champion of lost spirits, we come to offer you solace and peace to continue your dream. You must know, one of the spawns of the creature that wounded you was found in the city. These heroes fought and slayed it before I could enter the battle. We wish your blessing to finish this conflict once and for all. Agatha kneels, placing her sword in front of her. I have been given the gift of my daughter Merida and raised her well. I will go into battle beside her. Soren does a heal check. I don't remember what he was checking on. Scarlet says, hey, come here often. Finger guns, 18 diplomacy. I see your illness is dragging on.
God, Scar. Hey, I found a thingy with...
Been the part.
I found a thingy with like a timer, a keypad, and a box on the inside. I can't interact with it though. It's over by the vehicle.
Oh, that's the loot crate. Don't touch that. It's mine. That's the cargo. The cargo plane drops that, or cargo helicopter. Sorry.
Anuya says, how'd you get injured? Bean is distracted. Bean at her side. The image of the dragon fades to swirling stars, and in the center of the room, a kitsune meditates on a high seat, surrounded by magical glyphs and runes. He hops off and sits down in front of the meal laid out for him. It's been a while since anyone has offered me a proper meal. I may be dying, but flavor is forever. He takes a swig of the brew. Just how I like it. Frostpaw thumps his tail happily as they share the meal. It's the first time anyone in the party other than Bean has seen him do that. Scarlet, surprised Pikachu face. Fancy meeting another kitsune, and with 9 tails at that. Agatha said, of course, it's how you like it. It's your recipe. Frostpaw says to the dragon, your tail seems to move so fast that even light can't catch up. It looks to be 9 instead of 1. It's intriguing. Could you teach me such things? A beeping comes from Scarlet's direction. Everyone looks at her. He pulls out a small jade tablet and says, man, Yeshwan is fucking busted. They're dying. She reaches into her pack and pulls out a belonging turkey.
Are you high?
And tries to shove it into the magical screen.
You
Why
know,
would it eat my
Car was
food?
playing Zen.
No, I get it, yeah.
Yeah,
Yishwan is busted.
Yeah, but they said it at like such an opportune time that Oz just incorporated it into the game, and now Scar's character carries around a magical Tamagotchi, and the pet in it is named Yijuan. And the
Oh,
reason why they said Yijuan is fucking busted is because they had forgotten to feed it.
oh, not Yishwan. How dare you?
Frostpaw sees this interaction and gets between his food and the kitsune. Bean tries to sneak stealth. Scarlet with 20's perception slaps Bean's hand away from the jade tablet. Dragon replies, after eons, it's still true that the best brews have the simplest ingredients. He looks up at Frostpaw from his brew. If you wish to incur heaven's ire, it would be one path to power. He nods his head towards Scarlet. Traditionally, 1 tail every hundreds of years. Frostpaw says, heaven's ire. The beast that we slew. The one whose progenitor Agatha brought us here to ask you to bless us our hunt for. It called me a fledgling god. If I am truly ascended, wouldn't I be one with the heavens? You seem like you were one who has been part of the heavens. You seem like you have flown even with the moon. How did you earn the heavens' ire if it was your home? The dragon replied, this isn't heaven. This is a sanctuary from the darkness of the outer world. A dream that I keep alive by my very life force. I was once the guardian of the Dark Lord, his eternal watcher. I was created to shield this world, to protect its essence from all who would sunder it. And when the alien consumer came, no shield was enough. In order to save this world, we turned to the darkness, where no light could banish the horror of the consumer. It takes a few bites and swig of beer. As for gods, they walk the earth and wander the stars or torment the wicked in the depths. I think the only restrictions they have are the ones they place upon themselves. I incurred heaven's ire when I refused to give up on my master, and for every century of defiance, I have earned my power. Prospa says, I do not believe my kind will live for hundreds of years, so perhaps I will find other ways to create my own power. Whether that earns the heaven's ire or approval, I do not know. After which he pauses and says, Can you not be healed? I am a hunter, not a healer. My magic in that area is not strong, but someone surely in this vast land possesses healing greater than mine. The dragon says, Ultimately, heaven's approval is the only one you find in your own heart. You do not need to seek it elsewhere. As for my own health, there yet may be a way. Deep in the ruins of forgotten places lie relics of purity, the blood of a celestial, the heart of an ancient tree, and the tears of a being who has suffered for an eternity. These might purge my body of this vile corruption, or they might simply hasten my end. To wield a light alone was folly. It was with darkness that I bound the consumer, but the price was high. I am marked by its corruption, and my body festers with its poison. The world still breathes because of that choice, yet now here I lie, dying for it. Bean says, Did it make you more resistant to poison? Dragon says, No, it made me more sensitive. Bean says,
Really, Cloud?
I had to get you once. Don't worry, I'm resting you.
Also, Matt, I don't know when we're gonna finish Grounded. That's blame Onyx on that.
Oh.
Let's wait for
No,
Grounded.
you know what? Valid.
And back to Oz. Finishing up.
The dragon replied to Bean, It is because of your father's gift that the consumer's poison was neutralized. I think that the very least you could do is give me a hug, especially if you care for this woman's daughter. Waving at Agatha, still kneeling in her prayer position. Bean says, You want me to touch you? She turns to the Jikoku Queen. Agatha, why are you still kneeling? The dragon says, Touching is not necessary, but I would like to look into the soul of the being who seeks to love the child of an Oni and a Fae. Agatha replies to Bean, Though I love this being before us, he dwarfs me in power and refuses my devotion. Then there was a few backstory questions involving the player's role. Hot Cocoa has a vision of the consumer's prison. If you want me to read that, I can. And then they started a fight with Agatha and the dragon as a test. The dragon and Agatha are not using any defensive spells or abilities.
I'm sure if they were, everyone would get their asses kicked.
Most
They're
of
just
them
using
are still
offense.
getting their asses kicked, to be honest.
Yes, yeah.
I think-
Well, they're just... So yeah, that's where the party's at right now. They're fighting. They're basically, I'm letting them go all out with their abilities because I've had some battle restrictions on them before, and they really haven't fought all at once in the same room together.
So,
So
how are we introducing my character? Is it gonna be like they come back to the end before going to the next area? Or am I
then
gonna
we
be
go back
just
to Agatha.
plucked from wherever I am and put
Well-
right into the battle with them?
Well, no, you're not going to go into this battle with them. But you can either there's a couple ways. You can either meet them at the pub, or I assume that these guys are going to go directly from here down into the world between, where the Thundercroaks patrol or aberration, and try to find either one of the three generals or break into the city itself. There's several quests that I have for them when they get there that they can pursue, quest lines, I guess.
I could be
They can go straight to the consumer's prison and try to go that way, I mean, there's several options. So
Airdrop.
I'm
airdrop,
sure you could
airdrop.
find a way to put me in their way. Like, say I left Agatha's bar and ended up there, and end up just joining them along the way.
well, this is why we're discussing this is because like, do you really want to be a monster that that shown your stuff at Agatha's bar, or
Yeah.
there's okay, so and several adventures they all go down into the world between, so it's not like it's a place no one goes, but the creatures there are mostly aberrations, and time kind of works wonky in that place, so make sure not to get
But I'm going
separated.
for an airdrop. Take care of the car.
Okay, I'll bring it back to base.
No, no.
Get to sign
Leave.
like
Oh
this.
yeah, go ahead.
So I guess I could be adventuring at the time, even in the lands between, and run into them and just join them for their journey.
Right. So that means that we're going to give you a quest. So why? So there's a reason that you're down in the land between. Are you on your mission, or did you succeed your mission and you're going to be on your way back?
Let's say I succeeded on my mission and was just exploring a bit, and happened to run into them, and just decided on a whim to join them because I had seen them enough times in Agatha's bar.
Okay. We'll talk about this later. I'll come up with a scenario for you. Okay.
Okay.
Just have to think about it
Claude, where are you?
Why?
a bit. I'm gonna listen longer. I'll be right back.
Do you need help, Bird? Because I can come right to you. I'm at the base.
Yeah, I need you to bring me a valve and a hammer. I found a vehicle and I've put everything in it except for one valve. But I found a 4-seater vehicle.
Ross, do we have a valve?
Nope. You need to scavenge it from the blue baskets.
Okay, I'll go looking around. I know where some blue
Yeah,
baskets.
just find a broken car. There should be like a blue basket on it.
Yeah, I've found
I found a bike.
most
I
of
can
the
make them, but I'm not at the base right now.
I found most of the components for it. I'm just scavenging around, but I don't want to go too far and despawn.
So it's not gonna despawn, but if its HP might go down.
Yeah, he doesn't have.
That's also why I need him to bring a hammer.
Yeah, it's gonna continue to decay. So long as it has its HP is good, we should.
How much is its HP at right now? Because I can.
One of the HPs is at 0, then they're 61 on one side and 17 on one side.
Some cars you're gonna need the high quality metal frags and wood.
Hey, Bird, I'm on my way. I will grab some stuff to repair it.
Ross, I'm all the way at the big satellite dish. I don't know what the fuck to do over here.
That's
I read that you can find good shit here, but I don't even know where to look for it. I'm here, but like I don't know where the fuck anything is.
I think they're probably talking about the puzzle rooms there. But there should be some stuff there. Just
Well, there's stuff. It's just I don't even know where and or how to access said puzzle rooms.
I don't know either. I only know
There's
one
a-
puzzle room, and that's the harbor. I've mostly been
Also, I found a green key card
that's
when in the area that I raided.
so green key cards are very common. You can find blue and red. I know that I think you can sell the green key cards
Thank you,
to at the bandit settlement.
Wounded
So if
soldier.
I want to collect them and sell them,
I put a fuse in a thing, and I don't know. I put a fuse in a thing, but it didn't do anything. There's another door here that seems
Now we
locked,
just
but
need
like
the valve, and then it'll run.
there's another door that's locked here, but I can't interact with it in any way other than knocking.
Okay, I know of a
that's
place
the
that has at least two blue boxes. I'll go and check that.
What's the color of the green, blue,
Where I'm at,
red? Yeah.
it's green.
Okay, so that's the regular one. So the way puzzles work, you need to use
I got the valve.
electric
Yeah, no,
fuse.
I have a fuse.
Anything else?
So you need to find the fuse box.
No, I
Then
literally
run
had
the
all
door.
of the parts for it except for one valve. I didn't know it needed two.
Okay. So, sorry, what you need to do is basically find the fuse box, turn on the power, or put the fuse in the fuse box, turn on the power, and then run to that door, and then swipe the key card in the card slot.
Okay, well, I've already used 2 fucking fuses on that fuse box. I don't know where the power is, so
There should be a switch nearby it, or try to look around first, because the electric fuse, they run out.
Okay,
yeah,
it
I
works.
noticed that. I had 3 of them. I've already used, well, probably the second
I'll
one's
bring
gone
back
already
these.
now, too.
I'll bring back the motorcycles. Fuck.
Reel up.
Shit.
Yeah, I've gotten good at finding vehicles. I found a motorcycle and now I found this second one.
So it's fairly easy to find them. You just need to know where to look. But
Okay, I'll go fuck
it's what you call this. No. I'm not saying you're not doing. I'm just saying that like yeah. So actually I don't know what I'm saying. Ignore me.
Frost
Yeah, so
is just
just-
saying you're dumb and you can't figure
No.
it out.
If you leave them outside, they decay. Like their HP goes down. It goes down, so you need to constantly repair them unless you have a garage.
But I'm going back for my motorcycle.
I got it.
Oh my god, am I?
Because I took
Well,
your
that's
motorcycle. I took your motorcycle back already. I'm just
Oh.
grabbing the motorcycle I was using.
There's the power switch. I'm a fucking idiot.
So Onyx, were you able to get in without any problems?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not able to favorite the server
okay.
for some reation, but yeah.
Because it's not showing up as friends. When he tries joining the friend, it doesn't look like friend I'm on in the friends section. So like,
I have him on friends. I have him friend on Steam. So
yeah,
you
so do
just
I.
game, and then just go to history.
Ooh, I found a blue key.
Then it should say Frostcat server. Just click the star beside it.
You know, I've tried that. It just doesn't work.
Didn't work?
No,
I wonder why.
I don't know why.
Found a
Scar,
blue
were
key
you able
card, Frost.
to do that? Were you able to favorite it?
Yeah.
How?
I don't remember how.
There should be nothing stopping you guys from doing that because we're already friends on Steam.
I think if you just go to the server, like recent servers or whatever, you can just favorite it that way.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's not popping up. When I load
right.
Rust
Did you
on
try it
friends,
while you
it
were
says
not
0.
playing?
On history, it says 0.
No, did you try it when you weren't playing?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
I logged in last night while I was at work, and I tried since then, and it just doesn't work.
I'll send you the IP address so you can put it to to your servers. Oh. Finally got a long sword. Fuck.
I found a blue key card in that room.
Oh, hey, I got another minigun.
Nice.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
I did
so
make
right-
I did make some more pistol ammo because 9mm because I had pretty much used all the 9mm.
Yeah, I saw. You guys pretty much used everything. You also took a lot
I've
of
been making my own damn ammo, god damn it, and
HP.
looting it from everything.
Yeah, so try to unlock the ammo so you guys can make your own.
Ah,
That's what I did.
I
just
also
took one
found
bullet and learned it.
I also found I killed a panther and got 19 big cat meat, and then killed a fucking crocodile and got a whole bunch of crocodile meat. That's also when I lost the other motorcycle in the water.
Oh, that's when the connection died?
No, that's not when the connection died. I just lost the thing in the water because I had driven into the river and it flooded the engine and I couldn't get it pushed to the motorcycle out. So I just grabbed the fuel that was in there and yeah.
What else is there to find at the fucking
I
satellite?
didn't know I
dish?
can
I'm
ram
sick of
the signs with the car. But that's so much easier. So much quicker to harvest.
Mm.
Oh, and I did
there's a
lose a
satellite.
shotgun
Fine.
because I got killed by a guy, and yeah.
Yeah, so so some of the weapons I don't mind losing them since I can just make them. But be careful when you're equipped with military gear, because those we can't craft those.
It's just
Military gear is I think it's like the fuck I forgot what it's called. Yeah, you'll be able to tell. The LR300 assault rifle, the minigun, stuff like that. There's the pipe. And I think there's a pump action shotgun that you can repair. Or
Did you change the code to get in the truck?
No.
Really? Because I just
Why?
tried hopping
Holy
in.
shit. I just
What?
opened a crate that had 23 high quality metal in it. Let's go.
Oh, nice.
I haven't gotten high quality metal at the ass. Also, Frost, I made a bunch of your sulfur, like I like the ore, I mean, and then I went and mined a whole fuck ton more of it too.
We need stone, because my base is mostly made of stone, and wood.
Cloud,
Yeah?
did you happen to loot more than one valve?
No.
Shit. How many do you need, Onyx? I can make it for you.
One? Or probably 3.
What did
I'll
you
make
find?
High quality versions, so it'll be much better.
Alright,
How many do you need?
Is Bird trying to be a car collector in this game?
Hold on.
that's what I'm doing right now. I
Well,
found a truck. We don't
First,
have
let me
a-
ask. You only need one high quality carburetor, right? Carburetor.
I've got everything else in this engine for now, just to get it back to
Oh.
base. We can work on it when it's back to base.
All right. What do you need?
I need valve.
Just one.
Yeah, just one for the truck.
So high quality valve. Only one. Valve, can you deliver it to Onyx?
I guess I was gonna go out to the other base and go further beyond it, but I can
You
drop
gotta
this.
Drop some stuff.
I mean, he's
Right,
literally down the road from here.
I also need a hammer. So yeah.
Here, I'll give you my hammer. Valve.
I've already got a hammer.
Okay.
Okay, man. Also, I found another motorcycle. Yes, I'm not a passenger. I'm just a regular motorcycle.
Well, that's okay. We could use. Yeah, we
Alright,
can
I
use.
That way
fixed
we
it.
have-
Yeah, Cloud found another passenger motorcycle, and I just now found another motorcycle myself.
Yeah, no, I mean, like-
Satellite tower.
So we all have our own motorcycle.
Well, that's what I need. This one's mine.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to hunt down vehicles so we all have our own shit.
So the car is mine. Actually, I need a longer one. I mean, I'll just look for it.
You're gonna need to grab some fuel.
I have some. It's fine.
Where the fuck did my bike go?
It's gone.
The fuel is in the back.
I know, I've been trying, I've been only using a little bit of your stuff to try to learn how to make all this shit so I can make it. And then go and hunt my own
That's
shit.
fine. Try to. If you see one that's damaged, use that to unlock it.
How's the explosive rounds for being used in the patrol helicopter? Because I was gonna fucking dump into that thing. I put it on the MG to see if it would do anything, but
And if you find the rocket, give it to me. Actually, this is rocket.
Oh, wait, I'm going to the junkyard now. Oh, a horse. Horse.
Good, I need to lock this one.
Hunts.
I forgot to close the garage door, Bird. Can you close it?
Yeah, sure. Can you come repair this vehicle right now?
I guess on my way to where I was going.
Can you put a backpack with items in it in another backpack?
Oh, this one, we already have this one. We already have
You
this
already
kind.
have one of these?
Yeah, it's the one that you saved before. Earlier.
No, this is not the same one.
No, we have the same kind. See? Same front end.
Quarry on the other side of the map where we can just grab
The
a shit ton
front
of
end is
something.
the same, but the
Yeah,
back
sure.
end is not.
No, the back end is...
A lot of these cars, okay, so the cars, the modules on them, you can build those. But what's important is how many
There's
modules you can put in the
I
car.
haven't fixed the engine, Cloud. I just
Yeah.
needed the car not to die.
Yeah, so if you could try to look for one that you can put 4 modules in it.
For what now? For what now?
4 modules. So this one is 1 for the engine, 1 for the driver's seat, and 1 for the back seats. So there's one that's 4. Try to find one of those if you could. That way I can turn it to an armored car.
So this one's not a 4-module one? Oh,
No, it's a 3 module.
okay.
Why the fuck does the chocolate bar give you 100 fucking food? That's insane. What the hell?
Chocolate bar. Have you never eaten one?
Do you
Those are
feel
hard-
nearly full after eating one chocolate bar?
Try the military one. Those are like brick.
Military grade chocolate.
I got a granola bar.
Because they're the perfect like food for just calories.
What's the appropriate calorie level for a twig?
Yes.
No, depends. Kind of.
I mean, you
Calories are in
I mean, here's the thing: is you gotta ask Frost or Scar. Scar, what is the perfect calorie? What is your perfect calorie level?
Me, 260 pounds.
I weigh like, well, I've gained a little bit of weight. I'm like 145 now.
Okay, so what's
Hey,
your
Scar, what's your calorie intake?
yeah? What's your calorie intake?
I had a bowl of noodles for today.
I bought 3.
So I think the
20
answer is low, Cloud. I think that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, we're looking for low for twink levels. Got it.
I'm running on fucking coffee, Adderall, and a bowl of noodles.
Hell yeah.
Then again, I don't feel like that's
how
about.
you maintain that figure.
Then again, I feel like that's not valid because I'm just running on a couple small burritos that I had today, and that's it.
It's because you're fucking fat.
I had small burritos. They weren't even full size. They were half-size burritos.
ones?
No, not McDonald's. They were frozen
Those
burritos.
things are not burritos. They're like.
No, not McDonald's burritos. I just said
I'm
no.
saying those things are not burritos.
I was talking about the frozen things that you can get from the store. What's the brand? The one with the oh fuck! Now I have to go and look.
Bob's gonna make a Mickey D's run real quick, y'all. He'll be back.
No, I'm not.
Mickey D's for Mickey Dick.
Taste
Mickey's dick.
taste the Mama Ita.
Huh?
Stop, Mama, eat that.
That was painful to listen to, and I'm not even Spanish.
It's MAMITA.
Yeah, but he said it really
What?
white, though.
MAMITA.
Pronounce it correctly.
Where'd my bike go? Oh, there it is.
Mamita?
Yes.
Mamita?
Mamita.
Oh.
Taste the Mamita.
You guys have been eating the tuna cans.
Ow!
Eat the beans. There's too many beans.
I'm not eating shit.
I'm e-
what I fucking catch.
I'm eating what I kill. I'm eating what I kill. Hi, Scar.
Try not to
I've been
go off
eating
the
what I
cans
kill.
empty
What the fuck you talking about, Scar? Get the fuck out of here.
cans. Try not to throw out the empty
I've been scrapping them. Oh God! Someone's shooting at me.
Scientist.
Not me.
I like how Scar asked if
Yeah, because they were near. Oh God! There's a fucking panther on the road. Holy fucking
Fine, just
shit!
run it over. Actually, I need to go. Ah, fuck! It's almost nighttime. I gotta go to the.
Oh, I thought that was a
ziggurat.
rocket. It was a fucking.
Yeah, I tried to try to.
I guess I don't really
Nah,
have
get over here,
3
Panther. You
green
wanted
key
to be in the
cards.
middle of the road. You wanted to
you
be in
can
the
sell
middle of
it.
the road, bitch.
All right, fine. It's one I've used a little bit, so it's lost.
I have so many. Oh, excuse me. There's so many what are those called? Waypoints on the map.
Oh, it's just currently where I'm going, but I remove them when I'm done.
Yeah, and the maps, the waypoints that I have usually are marking shit.
Yeah. Oh, scientist.
Supermarket? Oh, supermarket. Never mind.
Frost, are you able to make me a better backpack than the 12 slot one?
No. So that's a military backpack. We can't leave those. So you're gonna have to scavenge. Go for the military crates. Try going for the gas station, the supermarket. Guaranteed there's
ran
always
away.
one there.
Let's
Or
go.
if you want, go to the dome and try to climb up.
Oh God, I killed
There's
him!
usually 3
Oh
military
fuck! Hey,
crates.
I'll go
Frost.
hit the gas stations. I can do that. That's no problem.
Alright.
Can you make me a new crate? Cloud
I
put
think
my
Cloud's
stuff
dead as shit.
upstairs near Jester's room for some reason, but
Oh, right.
if you're
that's
willing
right.
to make me
Hey,
a-
Frost. Can you go back to base and take the car
Yeah, I'm on my way back.
and go towards where the new base is? Because I just got killed and I gotta go get my shit.
Yeah, I'll pick you up. Wait,
And it
are you at the
calm.
old base or?
I'm at
you
Also,
spawn?
holy
I'm at the
shit,
new one.
Red
At the
Hill?
old one, not the old base. Okay.
Alright, I'll pick you up.
But yeah, I have over 100 rounds of explosive 5.56 that I was gonna try to use on the like thingy helicopter or whatever.
Keep. Did you not
What's it
grab
gonna
food?
take to fuck that thing up? Because I just want to blow the thing up.
There's a lot of us who should.
Explosive
need
rounds
to-
should be good.
I've parked 3 new vehicles by the.
Those are gonna decay. I'd suggest making your own base and converting it into a garage.
Oh no, I fully planned to make my own base at some point. I just haven't
Yeah.
gotten to it. I haven't picked a good spot.
Yeah, that's not gonna fit in our current garage, so yeah, they're gonna decay. So be sure to repair before you log out. And if
Are
anyone
you able
logged
to
in,
make
try
me
to
another
repair.
box?
Hmm?
Are you able to make me a box?
What box?
You dig.
A box.
Am I heading in the right direction?
Yes. Go towards the old base.
I'm sorry, Onyx, we're like I'm helping Cloud get their stuff back. How did you die? Cloud, how did you die?
I got killed by a wired fence after I killed a panther.
How? How it
I
attacked you?
lost his ones to a fence. Wild. Wild.
I was one tappable.
Wild fence. There's scientists. Cloud, did you eat or do you have any medicine?
Yeah, I bet Cloud's one tappable.
Oh.
Hold on, game might crash.
I'll stop.
Frost, I'm not allowed to build in the base. Is anybody here? I
Oh
made
shit, I
boxes.
didn't give you permission yet. Yeah.
I
I'll
got
make your
something
room
special.
like Jester's. At least you can log out there and make your own door. Yeah, sorry, I gotta give you permission. Cloud, are you good?
Hold on, yep, I'm good.
Alright.
I made boxes and I can't do anything with them. And I'm
Yeah.
depressed clinically.
Sorry, I forgot to give you permission.
Mm-hmm.
Scientist.
Is anybody near base so I can give you these boxes and you can put them down and I can put my shit in it?
I are not.
No, Cloud and I are too far. Probably ask Scar.
Bro, I'm all the
Scar,
way.
help on it.
Scar's
fucking-
further than you both are.
Where is Scar?
I'm all the way over by the abandoned supermarket, past the fucking excavator pit. I was
Oh.
over at. I'm heading to the junkyard.
Oh, you're heading to the old. You could have helped Cloud then.
The fuck you mean? I didn't even know where he was at the moment. I'm
He's
looting.
near the old base. That's where we're heading, or the
Well,
new
if
base.
Cloud didn't suck at fucking not dying, he'd be fine.
It was the
Cloud didn't roll ones on a fence, we'd be okay.
okay. So it's Y8. So I died by the junkyard.
Oh, Y8. X8. Oh, you die in the junkyard. You died in the junkyard. Or
No,
Oh, yeah,
outside
also,
the.
I was on my way. I was on my way to the junkyard anyways. Cloud just zipped past me, ran up there, and then fucking got shredded by a fence.
so the panther is dead, right?
Yeah, I got meat from
Gotta
it.
be.
Restream is not chat. Restream is not working.
I just been looting things like crazy.
That's fine.
I have an
Yes, we should-
ungodly amount of. Oh,
How many
fuck,
scrap do you have?
yes. 1,000 plus.
If you give me your scrap, we can go drop the level
Hey,
Sneak.
hold on. Wait, we need to go back. I
Yeah,
think we
Yeah,
passed.
I'm in the wrong. Oh shit. This one. Cloud, don't get out. There's a snake there.
Fuck the snake.
It's gonna kill you in one hit.
No, don't fuck the
You
snake.
get your stuff, right? You got your stuff?
I'm going to
I
get
just
it.
put boxes outside because I can't put them down inside. I hope
Alright,
these don't
I'm
auto
on my
get
way.
destroyed.
I'm just shadowing Cloud right now, but I'll be back. On my way back soon. Good Cloud.
I got a special thing I'm gonna throw at Cloud later.
Ah, the fence. Here. How's your health?
Here we go. Oh god, it's right here. There's the MP5 is right there. Okay, there.
Oh, you got it?
I need a light. I need a flashlight to see where my backpack is.
Hold on.
Actually, wait. Okay, there's my backpack right over here.
Oh, Cloud died to a big ass barbed wire thing. That's how. Yeah, that. It wasn't a fence. It was
So
just.
you should be good, Cloud.
Yeah.
You have food?
Yes.
Cloud, what did you think was gonna happen when you walked into the
I gotta
barbed
go help
wire?
Onyx now.
I don't know. The game wasn't gonna physics. I've got to find the motorcycle that's supposed to be out here now.
You rammed the motorcycle into the barbed wire.
No, I rammed it into something else. Oh, here it is.
Work on the vehicle.
Oh, you're at the. Oh.
Where are you, Frost? You're over there. Yeah, but the junkyard. I came here to search it, and then Cloud fucking ran here ahead and tried to loot it before me.
No, I went to search, chase after a fucking,
So you know how to
panther.
collect scrap in the junkyard, right?
How what now?
There's a big vehicle in the middle. It's like I forgot what you call it. It has a magnet on it, and you can magnet some of the scrap cars and then scrap it for scrap.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, it's like a mini crane game.
That's
Oh.
kind of neat.
Someone left.
Pause.
No, that
Oh,
was
oh,
Oz.
Sorry, no.
Put that evil on me, bruh.
Alright, I'm away.
Well, I'm leaving.
Cargo helicopter.
What?
Yeah, go
I'll
get
give
that.
I can give you permission even if you're not there.
Okay,
Oh
good.
shit! Fucking scientist! He scared the crap out of me.
Does the conveyor belt work? Oh my god, it does.
Yeah. So there's like a big scrapper on there.
Yeah, I can't make the I can't get the stupid excavator to work.
You need low grade fuel.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's empty.
Frost, is there a way that you can mod this so we can play in third person at all?
I don't think there's a mod for that.
There is. I looked it up. There's plugin.
I don't know how to install mods though.
There's
If you can
plugins.
figure it out, I can try.
There's workshop items. Like there's Steam workshop items.
You can make the scientists
the helicopter?
into.
Where's the
Never mind.
cargo helicopter?
So the cargo helicopter is gonna fly by around different monuments, and then eventually it's gonna drop its cargo. So far, I've seen it drop multiple times near the power plant. That's why I built my base there.
I want to shoot it down.
I'm not sure you can destroy those.
I've gotten